Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay Today, sponsored by GayRealEstate.com. And today we're going kind of in a different direction than usual, and one that's near and dear to my heart. But we're here with Leo Cusimano from the Dallas Voice. How are you, Leo?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much, Matt. And I really appreciate you having me on your show. And I want to start by saying that you are one of a few handful of people that I feel like that are national community leaders. You with Todd Evans from Rivendell,
Yep.
Tom and Dave from community marketing, John Tanzella from IGLBTA, whatever, and Kathy Rena as well from the task force. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys have really exhausted every talent and effort really to elevate our community, and we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you. And I mean, that's the part of the fun about coming together here on this video and this interview is just because we haven't known each other for many years, but quite often we're talking with folks that are kind of recent in their evolution of what they're doing in the LGBT business world. But Dallas Voice has been around for many, many years, even before you, and as a print publication in Dallas, and you've really evolved from there.
We really have. I mean, it's been an amazing journey. I mean, we were founded in 1984 just as a community newspaper, and really today it's an evolution for us. We evolved into really a trusted global media machine, and it's been an amazing journey for us. We celebrate 40 years in May. Of next year. So yeah, with uncompromising journalism. And for us, it's really hyper local stuff that we do. And we do it all. We do news, politics, sports, arts and leisure, opinion, nightlife, all that stuff wrapped around, an amazing coverage of the community. But it is an evolution for us because, we're no longer just a newspaper, we're a media company. So, and I think for us, it started with looking at our readers. Our readers wanted to get the news and information from wherever they wanted to do that. And then the internet came along, and then email, and then social media, and it's evolving even further today. So we have had to evolve with the times. And for us, some people pick up the print product every Friday and read it from cover to cover. Print is still king in the gay community because we'd like to use companies that market to us. So we need to pick up the paper and see who's going to bake that cake for our wedding, right? And so we do that, and then the social media component has really elevated. Even just this year, we have added two or three different platforms to our portfolio. But it has been an evolution for us. It really has.
Yeah, and I remember when you guys first came online, and most of the traditional media that was existing, whether it was Dallas Voice, Washington Blade, but then also like Out Advocate, but there was a timeliness to it. Like before, if you're printing once a week, you'd have a week to be able to compile news, get it out there. But I remember on the internet and the web and everything started to really accelerate that, where everything was coming out like on a daily basis at that point.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, for us, we blog every single day. There's a blog post that goes up. Now, for us in the printed paper that comes out on Friday, we tend to do more feature stuff, and when we can break news, because sometimes that news does happen on a Thursday, and we were able to break some stuff in the paper itself. But yeah, a lot of times it starts with the web, and then everything that we put in print goes to the web as well, and it also goes to our Friday e-blast, and it also gets pushed out to social media as well. So it's an automatic kind of thing. And some people just get the Friday e-blast that we do, and they will read that Friday e-blast and click on a story to read more, or click on an advertiser and go there. Some people just go to social media and will read from social media and click to our website or look at that video and that kind of thing. So yeah, it's a variety of things that people do. And for our advertisers like you, right, it's one of these things where we have space in each one of those different platforms for our advertisers to reach those readers wherever they go.
Yeah, that's key because you were talking about the platforms, and that's another part of this. What I keep overusing the word evolution, but it really has been going from print to uh, blogging and use of a lot of photos, and now all of a sudden video has become an instrumental part in all of our lives, including this interview right now.
That's right. And for us, video has been a part of our platforms for quite some time. But we do DVTV, which is really Dallas Voice Television. And even that is going to be evolving soon, too. So for the future of Dallas Voice, we are going to be launching a 24/7 streaming platform, a video streaming platform. So we're going to take all that video that we've done and put that up there as well. And on our website, every article, there's a button you can click to read, to have it read to you. We can take and use AI to make that into a video to post on that 24/7 streaming platform too. So that's the full evolution for us now, is really looking at developing that platform, and really that's what's next for us here at Dallas Voice.
Yeah. But now, and you and I have had discussions in the past because, there's in the world of LGBTQ content, it used to only be found in LGBTQ media. But nowadays, like Dallas Morning News or influencers that come into town and working with Dallas, visit Dallas, and even user generated content at Pride, but all of that content. And have you guys kind of found a successful way to navigate through all that?
Well, to me, I feel like people today get their news from all over.
Yeah.
And so daily mass media, daily publications are having the most trouble. Niche media is actually doing well
Yeah.
because, the community has to go to our publications to get comprehensive, in-depth coverage, local coverage that they can't get elsewhere. And there's not a gay CNN out there. There's not a what gay national website that I can go to get that local news too. They have to come to Dallas Voice.
Yeah.
And so, that really helps us a lot. Now, Dallas Morning News here in Dallas, it's been really sparse in the beginning years ago. A lot of times we were defined as a community almost exclusively as HIV/AIDS.
Yeah.
Now the coverage today is a lot better, and it's not to say they don't have some talented LGBT journalists that know the community well, but they have to work on that platform. But yeah, it's a different thing than even for them. It is one of these things where it's an evolution.
Yeah, but there's a lot of voices out there, and you guys have really seemed to have adapted and been able to kind of maintain a media brand as a key place for folks to come to. So, and that I think that's key.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it is. We're in the fifth largest LGBT populated city in the country, and it's a very well, I tell people that the community here is very cohesive. And what I mean by that, if you go to a gay and lesbian chamber event or a black tie dinner or a life walk, you'll see as many women as you do men. And in other communities around the country, it's very segmented. But here in Dallas, we work really well together that way. But we have a lot of big stuff here. We have the biggest gay men's chorus in the country, the Turtle Creek Chorale, the biggest black tie dinner in the nation, and the biggest gay affirming church in the whole world is located here in Dallas. And so, yeah, it's a pretty vibrant community. Um,
I remember learning all that when some of the early press trips at Visit Dallas and Michael Doman used to put
that's right.
together that I would come out to, and I learned all about things are bigger in Dallas.
That's right. That's so true. And we work really well with Visit Dallas. Visit Dallas is amazing, and they're a great partner of ours with Out North Texas. So we also do, on top of the things I mentioned, we also do Out North Texas, which is a glossy, full color magazine. It comes out annually, and it's our visitor's guide and relocation guide for the community. But it's just a beautiful book. And when I bought The Voice 10 years ago, because I've been here 30 years, and as the advertising director, when I bought it 10 years ago, really, we had Dallas Voice yellow pages, and the revenue wasn't there. Nobody was picking them up. So I'm like, shut that down immediately. And my research, my vision for Dallas Voice was to be more like a magazine. So we really changed a lot of the content and how the publication looks, and we created Out North Texas. And Out North Texas is the revenue goes up every year, and it's just my baby. And it's a nice change from a newspaper to a magazine that we do. So I like the fact that we offer both of those options out there for our readers and our advertisers as well.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's cool though. There's another, kind of a sign of the times, and collaborating more. But you guys have, you and several other publications have kind of come together. There's an organization, News is Out, and I know from the outside looking in, a big part of that is I'm starting to see stories and articles that are written in, like, say, Philly Gay News and by Dallas Voice, and I'm seeing them in other LGBT publications around the country.
Yeah, really been an amazing journey. I mean, for successful publishers today, I think that you have to evolve. You have to really change with the times and understand what's new, what's now, and what's next. And I think, for us in LGBT media, we really need to make sure that we're growing our content and really being relevant. And so for us, what was next is collaborating together. Local Media Association is a national company that helps us with News is Out. They also do Word in Black. So there's 10 Black publishers out there across the country, legacy publishers as well, like the six of us in News is Out, as the LGBT publishers. We like to say queer publishers. And it's been an amazing journey because it's allowed us to hire more staff and allow us to do stories on BIPOC and LGBT homeless youth, and stories that we can't always get to because of the manpower that we have. And so that's really helped us in that journey too. And it's elevated our revenue too. Today, it's a new revenue source for LGBT, for media, local media. I know you've heard about Press Forward coming out, and that stuff. So in February, I was invited to go to the Night Media Forum, and the theme of the forum, and I kind of want to explain this because everybody was talking about how democracy is going to help save, how local media is going to help save democracy. And so I wanted to talk about that because there was one of the presentations was Mr. Darren Walker, who's the president of the Ford Foundation, and he got on stage and he gave the analogy of the town square. And he said, today people are leaving the town square, and who are left are polarizing voices. These polarizing voices are getting people elected on both sides.
Yeah.
But we need more people to come together and get more people to the town square. Foundations out there, community foundations, public foundations, private foundations, are funneling money into local media because they feel like, nationally, national news is the trust in national news has really eroded, and local news is up there. People trust the local news because it's their market, it's in their backyard, and so they trust the local news. And so these foundations feel like if we can funnel money into local media, our job is to inform, educate, and engage our community.
Yeah.
And a more informed, engaged community means you make better decisions at the ballot box, and we can get people to the town square. So Press Forward came out. It is 22 funders out there that have come together and pooled money together, and they've come up with $500 million worth of funding to fund local media over the next 5 years. And so that's going to be funneled into individual media companies, local media companies, but also these collaboration efforts that we do. And so News is Out, Word in Black, that kind of stuff. So this is really the next big thing for media. It's kind of a resurgence, a renaissance in LGBT and local media today because of this. So it's exciting. It's very exciting.
I think so. Lastly, something came out. I just read it yesterday, actually. I don't know if you noticed, up in Seattle, Seattle Gay News, the publisher passed away, I think 2 or 3 years ago, and they have a new owner finally. And so Seattle Gay News, another local LGBT publication that's been around for a long time, has a new
50
resurgence
years.
on live.
Yeah, 50 years, right.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's been a big change up in Seattle because we belong to the National LGBT Media Association. There's 13 LGBT publishers or major markets, legacy publishers that across the country, and that organization. I'm the co-chair of that with Todd Evans, and Seattle Gay News was a new member of our group, and
Okay.
after the publisher died, and his daughter took control of the company, and I believe she sold it recently.
Yeah.
So I think that's the news that's out there now that
Yeah.
they have a new owner,
Yeah.
and we're excited to to know him at the National LGBT Media Association. We haven't met him yet.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed reading all that, but it's very new. So the story just came out over the last day or so. But I felt like it
Yeah.
was one of those things that's exactly in the world that you're in. So but no, no, I think this is amazing, and it's kind of for folks that don't even know, this is kind of in some ways, you and I talking as a spinoff from we were in Dallas together at the Unleashed LGBT Expo or convention and conference, but we were there and we had some other panelists out on stage. But these discussions are very alive and well right now as far as folks trying to wrap their head around and understand where LGBT media is going.
Yeah, I think you said it well. I mean, you said it's a renaissance, a resurgence, really, in media today, and it's exciting to see all these changes. I mean, I think we are still going to evolve and look at what's next for us, but we're going to be around for a long time.
Yeah,
Because, as long as there's a community, we will be relevant. Because people used to say, well, isn't the ultimate goal to be accepted and you won't need a gay paper or a gay bar or a gay restaurant? You could just go anywhere and just be accepted. Well, that's true, but in one aspect, but I think us as a community, I think we'll still always have that. We'll still have that essence of a community. And as long as they have that essence, we'll want to know what's happening specifically inside that community.
yeah,
And so gay papers, gay bars, gay restaurants, gay shops, all that stuff, the community itself will always be around in my book. So
yeah. Well, good to hear. And really, I'm just glad that we were able to take a few moments to kind of take some of what some folks will listen to in panels and different conferences and be able to bring that story out here to the rest of our audience.
that's right. That's right. I mean, you just got back from IGLTA, did you not?
Yeah, same thing. It was it was their most successful conference, and it really brought a lot of people together from the destinations and media, hotels, all of it. And it was and they were what's great is that that's my favorite conference because it's highly engaged. People are really engaged with each other, professionally, personally, but also business. There's just a lot of business to be put together and had there. So
Yeah,
it
I've
was
been there. Well, IGLTA. It's been in Dallas before as well, and we love
yeah,
that. Visit
yeah,
Dallas was there at the conference as well,
yeah.
and just love those guys. We have a great relationship with them.
Yeah. No, they were there
So
in force. So lots of good things here happening here. So, but thanks so much for being here with me and look forward to connecting with you again soon.
you too, Matt. Thank you so much. And of
Awesome.
course, my core value is gratitude. So I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate everything you do.
Well, it's very mutual. So thanks again.
And it
Bye,
feels
Matt.
good, so good.